What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I hope you like this video. This is a new show alert, okay? It's a new show alert. This is Run the World. It's on the Stars Network, season 1, episode 1. Um, so it's for young millennials. I don't know if they're millennials. Listen, I don't know the generation. They look like they may be early 30s, late 20s, early 30s, around that ballpark. Four black women, a whole lot of black girl magic going on. The main character seems to center around Miss Ella. Now let's start with Miss Ella and work our way around the bend. So Miss Ella, um, is sort of like in that starting over phase of what's going on. She was like a celebrity she's like a celebrity blogger, I guess, that has sort of like, she kind of, I guess, got real popular, wrote a book that nobody really bought, and so now she's sort of starting over. So we catch her on her first day of work at this new job, which basically ends up being like an online celebrity gossip site, like a Madame Noir or a Jasmine Brand type thing. And Erica Alexander is her boss. We realized that they kind of have history. She was probably her boss at the old magazine, and she is really not happy about where she is in her career. Like, of course, she's not happy that the book didn't sell. She's not happy that she's like basically back looking for a 9 to 5, and she's definitely not happy that it's not like Esquire or something that she's working there. Eric Alexander was like, listen, ma'am, I was a who's who. I was this, I was that. You know, she's got all these plaques and stuff on the wall. She said, but yet here I am. Things change. You got to roll with it. So listen, you called me begging for a job. I did what I could do. Stop whining and let's just handle our business. I'm going to send you down to the Soldier Boy having a party tonight, and that's going to be your first assignment. And she was like, do what? She was like, a Soldier Boy party, like, the do what? A what? And her boss was like, listen, girl, like I said, things change. It's gonna have to be what it's gonna be. You're gonna have to get in where you fit in. So then we have her other friend, who the night we meet them, I think it's like her bachelorette party. She's getting married. She's getting married to a guy from Africa. I know Africa is a continent. I just can't remember what the country is now. I think Nigeria, but don't quote me on that one, y'all. We don't really meet her fiance in this episode, but she is, you pick up on the vibe that she was like the one that did everything right. You know, the guy that she's marrying, they've been dating since college. We find out later on in the episode that basically, while all the rest of her friends was out living life and enjoying the college experience, she was booed up with the dude. And she's starting to maybe feel like that she sort of missed something. Um, Her wedding is turning into the, event of the season. It was supposed to be a small event. It's over 300 people. Her mama keep adding stuff to the list, and you get the vibe that maybe she was sort of like, debutante, like upper black middle class type of thing. We didn't get a lot, but those are a lot of insinuations I made from what we saw. Got a good job. Look like she's making some good money. And that kind of thing. Then we have the revolutionary of the group, right? We have her other friend who's dating. She's working on her PhD in Black Studies, but she's actually dating her faculty advisor. So of course their relationship has to be on the hush hush. He has a daughter. She lives with him, but then she sort of keeps her own spot. Why? Because you never know. Because you ain't supposed to be in this relationship with this man. And we see this whole situation. We have this whole situation where his daughter is in ballet, and she gives the daughter like these brown ballet shoes because she was like, ballet is supposed to be uninterrupted color, and she's uninterrupted. We want her to have brown ballet shoes. She was talking about how all of the black ballerinas wear these shoes and things like that. And you could see that he was a little kind of like, okay. she goes to pick the girl up from ballet school, and of course she's among the mothers, and they're talking about how wonderful, their daughters are dancing and this and this, and the little girl don't have her shoes. And she said, well, what happened to the shoes I got you? She was like, oh, I left them at home, sorry. But you kind of get the feeling that she ain't really leaving them at home, and that maybe daddy had something to do with her not leaving them at home. Um, so she goes to pay the tuition, and I guess the tuition check is late, and the head of the school is like, oh, normally we don't allow, normally we don't really tolerate late payments, but we really love her, and she's been so great for the school, and there is a scholarship, information that maybe she can apply for if and she doesn't even say if y'all are having a hard time, just there is some scholarships and stuff. And she was like, we don't need no scholarship, like he good with the tuition. So then she gives her this like pamphlet on nutrition and stuff like that, and she was like, she is 6 years old, why do I have to worry about how she eating, like she's 6? Well, it's just something to sort of help her along while because of her body type, because of her ethnic body type. She was like, yeah, nah, let me go on and get that check back because she's out of here. Now, later on that night, the girls are hanging out again, and she's telling the girls about what happened at the ballet school, and she was like, yeah, and I took her out of there. I'm gonna get her in the dance theater of Harlem or something like that, because that was just ridiculous, and we don't need to be giving her a complex about, who she is as a black woman, and this, and this, and her natural body type. And they were like, yeah, but what if he got a problem with it? And she was like, well, why would he have a problem with it? I mean, I'm looking out for his daughter. And they were like, yeah, his daughter. Like, that's the school he put his daughter in. Like, don't you think you should consult him before you pull his daughter out? And she was like, well, he is mad because he been blowing me up, so I know he mad. And she's on her way to go listen to one of his lectures. And you get the impression that her friends are kind of like accepting of the relationship, but cautiously so, if that makes any sense. So then she asked the rest of so Ella asked the rest of her friends, like, listen, because they're actually helping old girl address the envelopes for her wedding. And she says, well, listen, I got to get down here to this Soldier Boy party. Don't y'all want to come with me? And the Black Revolutionary is like, yeah, no, we not. I'm good. I'm gonna go listen to my man, talk about the plight of the black man, And so the rest of them agree to go to the party, and they go rolling up in this Soldier Boy event, honey. So the fourth friend, she's married. We don't learn a whole lot about her in this episode either, other than the fact that we know she's married, and she probably was like a little bit of the wild child, And she is ready to meet Soldier Boy. Like, she is groupie ready. Like, oh my gosh, I love him. I have loved him my whole, like, I can't wait to meet him. So they get to the party, and they get to go to VIP, and she trying to roll up in VIP. She was like, listen, I got an interview scheduled, can I get in? And the bouncer was like, yeah, nah, you can't get up in here. She was like, but I have a interview scheduled. He was like, nah, no interviews tonight. So then she sees a friend of hers on the other side, like in VIP, and she was like, "Yo, can you get us in? Like, hello?" And so he was like, "Yo, they all right, they cool with me." And he lets them in. Well, no, I'm sorry. Before he lets them in, he goes to talk to Soldier Boy to see if it's cool. And Soldier Boy basically was like, nah, they too old to be in here. And so the bouncer was very polite about it, but basically he was like, y'all are not in his normal demographic. And so at first I thought he was going to say their complexion, because, we've heard that story before. But he was like, y'all are older than the normal groupie type. So, of course, now they in their feelings, because they're like, oh, so damn, we too old to get in VIP? Well, damn, And so they go off. Now, the other chick, the one that's getting ready to get married, she done rolled over to the bar, and she over at the bar, flirting with this dude. They get to the bar, and they were like, you talking to him? Come to find out, child, he community peen. He done slept with all of them at different points in life. And she was like, well, damn, where was I when all of this was going on? They were like, in love with your man. Like, while we was out doing all of these things, you was in love with your man. But that does not deter her, honey. She was like, okay, well, maybe it is my turn to ride this. You know what I'm saying? So while all of this is going on, Ella runs into this dude. Come to find out that he is the love of her life, that left her to go move to another country. He back in the United States and didn't even tell her that he was back in the United States, honey. And none of her friends like him because, he's the one that broke her heart. He's that guy. And he kisses her and she about to fall into the spell, but she gets up out of there, ends up going home with the guy that got her into whatever, that tried to get her into VIP. She goes home back to his apartment, baby. And yeah, he can't get it up. He can't get it. So, of course, now she's horny, sexually frustrated. She was trying to use him to get to forget about the other guy, which, of course, ain't gonna work. So she leaves. Now, Miss Black Revolutionary, she goes to her boyfriend's little essay, his little presentation. They end up getting into it over the daughter and why she pulled the daughter out of ballet school. And he was like, you do this to everything. Like, you turn everything into a cause. Everything is not a black moment. Everything is not a cause. Like, she's my daughter. She likes ballet. It's not that serious. Like, this is not, like, I'm gonna need you to not turn this into one of your moments. And she was like, well, sorry that I'm trying to help you raise your daughter, like, basically, we can't even be open about our relationship, but yet and still, you cool with me playing, playing girlfriend, playing wife, but we can't even be open about what we doing. And so she ends up going back to her apartment that night because they got into a fight. And Ella shows up at her apartment because, honey, Ella got a key. And Ella was trying to get this post out about the Soldier Boy party while, because, again, like I said, things ain't work out with old boy that couldn't get it up. She ends up posting the article, baby, and it blows up because the article she posted was basically her talking about Soldier Boy not letting them in his VIP because they too old. Baby, so of course that is going viral. Now, while all this is going on, Mrs. I'm about to get married debutante, she done went home with the community dick man and she done slept with him. Baby, that is the pilot. Y'all let me know what y'all think. It's cute. It's interesting. It's Yvette Lee Bowser, who was I want to say she was the EP on Girlfriends. Was she? It was a couple of other shows. The one with Holly Robinson Pete, with the different couples married. It was the white couple that had been married for a while. Her husband were newlyweds, and then the brother and his girlfriend I think it was For Love and Marriage or something like that. I used to love that show. I can't think of the name of it now. And she also did, I want to say she did another show, but she's been around for a while. She's done a lot of black sitcoms. And Leigh Davenport is also. So it's pretty good. So far, so good. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Check it out. If you have stars, you have it. All right. Check it out. Peace.